All right, let's do something we like to call. You got a question? I got an answer. And answer your immigration questions. All right, let's go to Lisa in Marietta, Georgia. Lisa, how are you?
I'm so excited. Hi, Brad.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm very excited, and let me get this out before I forget.
Sure.
Thank you for the work that you do.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, let me get to it.
Okay.
I have two questions.
Sure.
One, I filed for my husband and 3 stepchildren. They're in Nigeria, so yeah, we have to deal with that ban. Hopefully not after the day,
you may have no more ban in about 60 days if we got a new president.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, I noticed that I made a couple of mistakes.
Yeah.
I had an attorney file for my husband, and then I filed for the children. I'm not concerned with the minor area I did for my husband. It was just a work time frame issue, like about a year. So I'm not really worried about that. The main issue is I made a mistake on 2 of the stepchildren's application concerning, there's a question on there that says, have you ever filed for this person, comma, anyone else? I filed online.
Okay.
And so my brain was not registering.
Who else did you file for? You filed for the stepchildren.
Say it again?
Are you saying because you didn't say you filed for the stepchildren then?
Right. No.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But here's the thing. I did file for my ex-husband a long time ago. And so I marked it. Wasn't thinking. So my question is, would it be better for me to send in proof and a letter?
No. If they have any issue with anything that you made a mistake, it happens. Especially you do it online. Sometimes you click something wrong. If they have any issue, they will send you what's called a request for more evidence and say, hey, you claim you never filed for anybody, and we see you filed for Joe Jonas of the Jonas Brothers. I don't know why I said that, but anybody, you filed for anybody. 6 years ago, 5 years ago, you can say, yeah, that's right, I forgot. I clicked, and you'll respond back with your explanation on why you forgot to include Joe Jonas as an applicant that you filed for. But you'll give that explanation when the time comes. If they ask. If they don't ask, then they don't ask. Move on.
Okay, I was afraid that they would look at all 4 of them and be like, hey, she did it for 2 but didn't miss it for 2.
They'll either just be like whatever, they don't care, or they'll send you back at RFA. And then you respond. But never a good rule of thumb. Never try to correct something with immigration unless you are in person at an interview or they send you a letter and give you an opportunity to correct it. Don't randomly do it because it's not going to further your case in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Second question. The travel ban.
Yes.
Like, is that something that they give, they present when my husband goes for his interview, or is it something I'm supposed to do on my end when that time comes, or is it either or?
They won't schedule an interview if he's banned.
I'm sorry?
They will schedule.
And our country is just falling apart tonight.
Excuse me, Jonathan. What they would do is they would approve the I-130. You'd process at the National Visa Center, but they won't schedule. They'll transfer the file to Nigeria, but they won't schedule him for a visa appointment. That's what would happen.
So he'll just sit in limbo until.
Correct.
Wow. Until we either. Okay, so then how I'm kind of confused now. How does the travel ban work then?
In other words,
that's not the question. That's not the question.
Okay, so let me explain. I understand what you're saying. How the hell do you get your husband here? You're not worried about today about a travel ban because you don't have the visa petition approved yet.
Right.
Okay. Your visa petition won't be approved till sometime next year. They won't be eligible for their green card appointments till next summer. You're not worried about travel ban today. You're worried about what's the law going to be next summer. We don't know yet. So that's why I tell everyone from Nigeria, file and let's see what happens.
That's what I was, okay.
So you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing.
All right. Thank you
You're welcome.
much.
Thank you. Good luck.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay. Let's go to Samantha in Queens. Samantha.
Hey, good afternoon, Brad. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and good afternoon to your team as well.
Thank you.
They're doing a great job, and you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I have a question. If someone receives emergency Medicaid, will that affect their chances of getting a green card?
No, because remember, or maybe you don't watch my show every day, but the Northern District of Illinois Federal Court put an injunction on all of Trump's poverty guideline laws. So we go back to the old laws. So getting emergency Medicaid, it's not a good thing for your case, but as long as you're off it, you're not expected to get it in the future, and you have a good affidavit of support, you should be okay.
Okay. All right. That's all I have. That's the question I have for today.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Ori, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Can you hear me?
I do.
Hey, how are you? So, my name is Ori. I have a question. So, I have a 10-year green card, which means I'm pretty good. Now, my question is that if I decide to join the military with a 10-year green card, what's the naturalization process inside the military, or it's better to do the naturalization process the civilian way?
Do it through the military, because you only have to show you're in the military 1 year, and they'll process everything for you, and they'll make sure you'll become a citizen much faster than if you do it the civilian way, because they want everyone in the military to be a citizen.
So if I join the military, it's going to be around a year?
1 year.
1 year.
Correct.
Is there any new law that went by? I saw something online, or no? It's 1 year from the day you join.
1 year from you join, and they'll do it for you. And I don't know the exact time frame, but I know it's faster through the military than through a civilian.
And since COVID hit, if I'd like to apply the civilian way in New York or whatever, it's going to take a longer time because you.
Even if you let's say you're eligible for your citizenship now, it's going to take 1 full year before you get an interview.
Before I'm even going to walk to an interview, it's going to take a year at least.
Correct.
Oh wow! All right, so pretty much military would be quicker.
Yes, if you want, but don't join the military just to become a citizen quicker. Join the military because you want to join the military.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure, the process, because.
Yeah, but yes, I would presume that if you join the military now, it would be faster for you to become a citizen.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right, let's go to Samuel. Samuel in Atlanta. Samuel.
Yes. Hey, Brian.
Hey, how are you?
Good evening. Hey, can you hear me?
I do. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm so happy to call. I've been trying all this while. You are doing a wonderful job. You are so amazing.
Thank you very much.
So wonderful.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
I am. The first time I came to America was 2015. I just came for business. But then I left about 3 days. Then on 2017, I came back again. Before I came back, I have problem in my marriage. So I divorced my marriage April 17, 2017.
Did you get a green card?
No.
Never got a green card. What was the problem in your marriage?
The problem, I have a problem with my marriage.
What was the problem?
Back home.
Oh, back home, not here in America.
No, yes,
okay.
Back home.
So you got a problem back home. Where's back home, by the way?
Yeah. It's a what?
Where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
From Nigeria, okay. So you had a problem with your marriage back home. You came back to America. Did you do the divorce in Nigeria or in America?
Yes, I did divorce in Nigeria on 17th of April before I came here.
I'm just going to give you just 2 cents for all the people from Nigeria. If you are in America and it is possible to do a divorce in America, do your divorce in America, because the U.S. government questions every divorce from Nigeria these days. They're making my life and everybody's life who's coming with a divorce from Nigeria crazy. Continue.
So what I'm saying, I divorced on April 17, 2017.
Right.
So my visa, the first visa I obtained 2015, expired around August. So I renewed the visa. Then when I renewed the visa.
What is the question? Tell me the question, and then we'll go back.
The question is that when I was renewing my visa, I made a mistake because it was renewed by a company. Then I did not change my marital status from marriage to divorce. So when I when I
let me
came down
ask you a
here,
question. Between me and you, you know, or the travel agent who did it knows that you're more likely to get the visa married than divorced, right?
you said what? Say that again.
You are more likely to get a visa to come to America married than single. It's a fact of life. So maybe you made a mistake, maybe the travel agent made a mistake, or maybe you were like one of those emoji monkeys.
Yeah.
Maybe you're one of those emoji monkeys who just close their eyes. I don't know. Anyways, continue.
The first time I applied the visa, I was married then.
I understand. I'm telling you, I understand. What I'm telling you is that it's unlikely as a single man from Nigeria to get a visa. So people say they're married even when they're divorced. That's the embassy catches people like that all the time. But you didn't. It's fine. You claim you made a mistake. That's fine. I'm just saying lots of people may question that. But let's hear the rest of the story.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that then when I was renewing my visa, the visa agent did not change the status because we don't go for second interview. We just renew the visa.
Okay, so you have a misrepresentation. You're back in America.
Yes,
you're claiming,
exactly.
At least to the world right now, you're claiming it was a mistake. Okay. Some people will not believe you. I can tell you that. But
you said what?
I said many people in immigration won't believe that story. But they're going to say it was done on purpose so you can get the visa, because if you were single, you wouldn't get it. But,
no.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not arguing with you. I'm on your team. I'm just telling you what's going to happen in immigration. So now, are you married here?
Yes. So when I came down here, actually when I came, my plan was to stay for a while and still go back. But in the process, I met a lady. Then we now start getting
let me tell you what your problem is. You got two huge problems. Number one, you have a divorce that you're going to present from Nigeria that the U.S. government questions every divorce that comes out of Nigeria these days. It doesn't matter where the divorce comes from. They're questioning it. Now, divorces from Nigeria are supposed to come from the high court. People bring divorces from the high court, and the U.S. government says, this divorce is BS. And now you're going to go into immigration, and you're going to say, I'm married to this lady. Here's my divorce. And immigration's going to say, you're not married to this lady. We don't believe this divorce. And then you're going to have to prove that divorce is a legitimate divorce. And then immigration's going to say, well, you're not going to get your green card anyway because you lied to us. You said you were single when you said you were married when you were single. Then you're going to need to file a waiver. Samuel, and you're in Atlanta, Georgia, which is the worst immigration service to deal with. You need help, man. You're going to need some help. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Needs help. There's no answer to that question other than you need help. Let's go to Nicolette in Brooklyn. Nicolette.
Hi, Brad. Good evening. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Now, my question is, I petitioned for my husband. I'm a green card holder, and his I-130 was approved. But upon doing the civil paperwork, I found out that he has a conviction
for what?
For carnal abuse. That he got 2 years probation for.
What abuse?
2000. He got a conviction for carnal abuse. Carnal abuse.
Carnal?
Carnal abuse.
Is that sex abuse?
He's labeled as.
Is that sex abuse?
When he was 20 years old, he was messing with this girl that was underage.
Okay. So he has a conviction for statutory rape.
He did 2 years probation.
He has a conviction for statutory rape. Sexual abuse of a minor is an aggravated felony. You can't get a green card with that.
So that means they're going to deny it once it's at NVC, even though it...
Based on what you're telling me, yes, but I would have to look at what exactly he pled guilty to. Okay. I would have to read the statute. I don't know the statute of what he pled guilty to and what jurisdiction and what country, but he's got a huge problem.
Oh, it's in Jamaica.
Okay, I don't know the statutes in Jamaica off the top of my head, but I can tell you that if you pled guilty to a crime that involves sexual abuse of a minor, which includes statutory rape, then, even if it was consensual sex, it's statutory rape under the law. he's not going to get his green card, and there's no waiver for it.
Even though it's in 2006?
Even though it was in 1941.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Mohammed in the Bronx. Mohammed. Mohammed.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. What's going on?
I'm fine. I just have a question I want to ask you. I was in Gambia in January 8th, and because of the corona, I spent more than 6 months over there.
Where do you work?
I was in Gambia. I went for
Gambia.
vacation for Gambia.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm already. I have a green card already. So I went for vacation for Gambia for 3 months.
Right.
And I finally stayed there more than 3 months, almost 6 months and a half.
But you're back in. I see you're in the Bronx now.
Say that again.
I don't know. I just almost had my ear blown off by the subway when it went by. So, but you're back in the Bronx now.
Yeah, I'm in the U.S. right now.
Okay, so you came back on your green card.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your question?
So when I came back, I decided to file the citizenship, but I stay in Gambia. So how can I fix that one?
Well, you would have to show that you did not abandon your permanent residence in the United States. Perhaps because of COVID, you weren't able to come back. That would have to be your argument. You know, I was not abandoning because if you stay more than 6 months out of the country, the law considers you've abandoned your permanent residence. There's a presumption that you abandoned it. Now, it's a rebuttable presumption, so you can say, well, I didn't because of A, B, and C. A being coronavirus. B, there was no airplanes. C, I have all my apartment here, my clothes here, and my car here, my family here. I'm domiciled here. Of course I was coming back. I had no intention of ever abandoning it, and then it's up to an immigration officer. But you certainly should have a lawyer argue that on your behalf.
So I need a lawyer for that?
Yes. Hold on one second. Because you know what the law says, to be citizen, 30 out of 60 months in America, no trip more than 6 months out of the country. So you have a trip more than 6 months. So now you got to argue that you never abandoned your permanent residence. So hold on. Let's go to Ruhal in New York. Ruhal. Rahul.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. What's going on?
Yeah, recently I got a little problem with immigration that I came here as a F1 student visa, and I got married to a green card holder. And I submit my application, and I made a mistake that I work unauthorized. And recently, this month, I had an interview.
You got denied.
And because of that.
Because let me explain why. When you're married to a U.S. citizen, unauthorized employment is not a reason to bar your green card. When you're adjusting your status under F2A, unauthorized employment is misrepresentation. Or violation of your status, actually, so you wouldn't even be able to file a waiver. It's not even a lie, you just violated your status. So now you got to wait on your wife to become a citizen and hope they don't put you in deportation. You're totally screwed up.
Okay, so she can apply in next January after 12.
All right, well, now you got to pray you don't get put in deportation between now and then. But there's nothing you can do.
I didn't get you.
There is nothing you can do. You screwed up because you don't know the law and you just randomly filed an application. You can't work illegally, unauthorized employment, married to a resident, even if you were in legal status and expect to adjust your status.
So
you screwed up. Screwed up. There is nothing anyone can do. You admitted to unauthorized employment. You are barred from adjusting your status. There is no appeal. There's no motion. There's no, could I fix this? There's no waiver. You effed up. And you effed up because you just randomly filed papers and thought you understood the law when you have no idea what the law is. So
I went to a lawyer and he
said, then your lawyer's an idiot. And then you're not, you picked the wrong guy or the wrong woman. So, unfortunately, that's what it is. There's nothing anyone can do. You got to wait on your wife's citizenship.
So is there any chance to get, by that time, I could be deported or something?
That's what I said. I pray you don't get put in deportation. You get your money back from your lawyer. He committed malpractice.
And how long that process, I mean, for the deportation?
Years. Don't worry. Come have a consultation with me. You'll be fine. Just mad at you because you filed dumb crap. But come see me. Even if you put in deportation, we'll figure something out. Michael George in Newark.
Yes, Brad. Good night.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm a client of you already, but I needed your personal opinion on this matter.
Yeah.
I just got my green card to my wife, who I've been married 4 years with and have a kid. But when I married my wife, I was filing my paper for asylum. I just withdrew the asylum because I got the green card through her.
Right.
Question: is it going to be a problem since as I withdrew the asylum application if I apply for a passport from my country? That's A. And B, if I do apply for it, would it be a problem or cause any trouble for me if I travel on the passport?
You can apply for the passport, absolutely, because you would want some photo identification. You can travel with that passport to other countries, but if you were to go back to the country where you claimed political asylum from because your life is in danger and you're going to be persecuted, and then lo and behold, you get married to a U.S. citizen, and the next day the sun comes up and says, oh my God, guess what? I'm not persecuted anymore. And you go back, you've made a misrepresentation. You've lied to the government. So you can't go back to your country, but you can travel to other countries with that passport, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm asking about.
Yes, absolutely
okay.
You can.
And what about applying for visas to other countries? Do you think that will cause a hiccup?
No. You never got your asylum. I was going to say you can get a refugee travel document, but because you never were a refugee, you never got granted the asylum.
Yeah, because I waited 4 years for the asylum, and then
you can use your passport to travel to any country you want, get visas in it. Just don't go back to your country.
Okay, thank you. And another thing, why is it taking so long with my case with you with regards to immigration? It's a year now. My wife filed for my daughter.
Coronavirus. Donald Trump. Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Guy by the name of Miller who doesn't want any immigrants here. But come see us, okay? You're our client. You can come in. Hold on. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.